Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Here we go. Jaybird sounds healthy today.
Does he? Lung butter, how you doing?
I'm having a terrible coughing fit right now, and I'm trying my best not to cough.
You know, the best thing for a cough, you have to lubricate. You have to drink water.
I've been drinking water.
Have you?
Yeah.
Where's your water?
I don't have any right here, but I've been drinking it today.
During the show, you got to just keep lubing that bitch up.
Yep.
Your throat needs just constant moisturization.
Gargling semen does a lot too.
Dog semen, I've heard, works best.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So, a couple things.
Yeah.
Depends on how bad you want it.
Yeah, don't look at me right now. I just went on like a 10-minute coughing fit. I look like I aged at least 12 years.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Something about coffee does not
It does.
make you look fit.
For me especially, it attacks my eyes, and it just... It throws on 10 years instantly. My eyes turn bloodshot. The crow's feet are just popping. It's all fucked.
We did a raise your hand poll earlier on the regular show today. One, we asked, have you stolen anything in the last year? Denny's completely lied and said he hadn't, but he was called out on his lies. 100% of the show has. I think mine was beer glass. I think I walked out of a bar with a beer. The beer was so good, I'm like, oh, I don't want to leave this. Technically, I think it was my wife that stole it. But, you know, I mean, I clearly was a part of it and sanctioned it. So I carry the guilt. One day I'll have to answer for that one.
That's nothing. I take a beer glass every week.
Yeah, okay. I didn't figure.
You put it in your bra or your purse. I've seen you.
Or I put it in my pants, too. It just depends.
Okay.
You will not put it in your butt.
But I bet you would.
No, I would not.
Yeah, so I think that's the only thing, though.
No, I've stolen also paper towels. I had them on the bottom thing of the shopping cart. And then when I got to the car, I realized I didn't pay for them, but I was not going back in.
I did the same thing. Napkins and paper towels.
I feel bad, but I mean, you know how much hassle it is to go back in and, I got to pay for these.
Mm-hmm.
I don't got time.
No time on that.
I watched a movie illegally. I mean, I'll admit it.
Denny's, what have you been stealing? I can only imagine.
So that's what Bird, he pointed to my attention that, I do. I guess
Well,
technically.
no, baby, you don't have to incriminate yourself.
I found a way that you could watch some shows, maybe unsanctioned by the company.
Okay, all right. That kind of.
So I forgot about that. Yeah, there's a little piracy going on, I guess.
All right. A little piracy.
A little piracy here and there.
Okay.
Nothing tangible, though, as far as,
The only thing Suits is stealing his hearts.
Oh,
Damn. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The affection of the ladies. That's it. Thief.
He's looking good. You got a new hairdo.
Yeah. His beard looks great.
His beard is on point.
Yep.
What's up, handsome?
What's going on, guys?
What'd you steal?
I stole a couple of things by accident both times, though.
Okay.
I was on a cruise last year, and I got a $60 nice polo shirt, and I guess I packed it on the last night. I was a little tipsy, and I thought they didn't give it to me when I checked out, so I demanded a new one and ended up getting two of them.
Okay.
And
I demand a new one.
Well, I was like,
I demand
two hours I was fighting these people. I'm like, you didn't give me this shirt, and then when I was unpacking, I'm like,
Fine,
oh,
take the damn
shit.
shirt. Not even worth
Oh, they did give it to
So
you.
I got two of them. That was nice.
it. Okay.
And then I went to a drive-through for fast food. I'm not going to say the place, but I went and I ordered. I got to the pay window, and they told me they didn't have the order. Like, they didn't know what I was talking about. Like, they didn't have mine in there. So they just told me to pull forward. I went to the second window, gave them the order again. They told me to pull forward a second time. They just brought my food out to me, and I was like, they didn't ask for any money, so I just took off.
Oh, they never got your money.
They never even asked me to pay. I don't think they realized I didn't, so I was just like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I work in radio. I'm just going to consider this a gift from the gods.
Yeah, I'll take what I can get.
See you suckers. All right. One person raised their hand. Have you ever been turned on by a member of the same sex? Virginia said yes.
Yeah, I think girls are sexy.
Yeah. Anyone specifically? Yeah, going, man, she's hot. Like, I would totally.
I mean, don't ever make that slurping sound again.
You know what I'm saying, right? Yeah. Okay.
That was the most disturbing thing I've seen in 2019.
Where's your water?
Oh, fuck, Virginia.
What?
You don't stop coughing because you're not lubricating. You're having intermittent coughing fits that last like 30 seconds. He has to go out in the hallway. Mm-hmm. You just need water.
What if he's taking, somebody said, the Mucinex. I'm still taking that a little bit because that's the only thing I've got. Still just brings a little too much snot.
Mucinex will break it up. But if you go, because Rocco's been dealing with this coughing thing, and that's one of the top things they say, you got to stay hydrated.
Okay.
Because a lot of that is you're just dry.
Okay.
And then when you cough and you're dry, you're going to hurt yourself.
Right. Okay. Well, we're working on him. You're shaming him.
He's walking to get water now, but he's pissed. So he's walking slow. I'll show them.
Who's the specifics? He's going to miss a good, sexy conversation then.
I mean, I probably get turned on by women like 2 or 3 times a week.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like you see a sexy girl out and about.
Do you think a lot of women are like that? Because I don't think any straight guys are. And I think if you are a guy and you're getting turned on by a guy, like, let me be like, okay. Like, you can look at him and be like, hey, he's got a really nice shaped ass, or his chest looks great. Yeah, it's a respect, like, but it's not like, oh my gosh, I'd love to be rubbing my hands all over that. And
I don't know if I would go as far as to say, like, I want to, like, take it to the next level with her.
Okay.
But, like, when you see a super hot girl and you're like, wow, she is hot. And it's
is
like,
it respect level like with guys, or is it like, oh my gosh, it's getting going? Because, like, I know for me being a dude, you'll see a chick that's just got whatever good parts, and you're like, okay, I'm like, that's a turn on.
no, I mean, I think it can actually get you going. Like,
Yeah.
how girls watch, girl porn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it does. It
Absolutely. I think it does.
gets the motor running, huh?
yeah.
Okay. Fascinating.
Am I the only one?
I don't know. I'd be curious to know from the ladies, is this normal female behavior
I
and
think
feelings?
Girls watching girl porn is the most popular subject for girls to search for.
Really?
Girls watching girl porn, right?
Not always. You're speaking out of turn. I go to get a fucking water and you're giving bogus porn stats?
What do you know? You're not a girl.
I've seen the studies.
You have? Okay.
I have seen the studies.
You have
yeah.
some stats for
What
us?
is the number one thing women search for?
It depends. There's a high increase in the S&M dominatrix field. I think 50 Shades of Grey kind of opened or awoken the beast in some women.
Okay.
That is on the rise.
In the chat room, Kay said, I think there's a science that says women's sexuality tends to be much more fluid than men's.
I believe that.
Yeah. I think it is. I think it is just, it's the wiring. I think it's a little bit different. Straight women and straight men are wired a little bit differently.
Because I could
And
just
their
look at a
attraction
woman's
patterns.
body and be like, oh my God, she's hot.
And you
I
get a
agree.
little stirring down there.
I think it's normal. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. Maybe I'm just gay. Let's call Panda and tell him.
Well, I think that's what you'd be talking about with the fluidity. And like I said, I don't know that in the wirings typically for straight guys that it would be a turn on. And I think if it is, then I would suspect that you are probably bisexual to gay. Because I think it's the wirings.
Because there's a difference to me where if you can look at someone and go, they're attractive, and then you can look at someone and go, man, I would like to get on that. If I have a chance, let's I'm turned on by that person.
I just want to touch it.
Yeah.
There's a difference, between the respect level and
I just want to just sniff it, just for a second.
that's it. Just to see. Okay. Have you ever had sex with an inanimate object? Now, I raised my hand because it hasn't been anything recently, but If I remember right, I think is a prepubescent teen. I think I remember trying out a toilet paper roll. I don't think it was successful, but
Oh, toilet
yeah.
paper roll.
it was terrible. It didn't work out.
When you're younger.
I think when you're a young man, you're doing everything you can to try to like craft your own pocket pussy.
Kevin's not at all off on this.
Homemade pocket pussy.
I think we've all made a homemade pocket
You're kind of like
pussy.
in the lab. You got all these weird things of blueprints going on. Your mom goes, oh, and you're trying to hide it. You got all these incarnations of your own pocket pussies that are not working.
Have you ever had sex with a hot pocket?
No, nothing like that. But Kevin is right though about making your own pocket pussy.
Absolutely.
So you did yours out of toilet paper.
I tried a toilet paper roll, and I remember it didn't feel, and I couldn't figure out because I'm not very crafty, and that's the problem. And I'm like, well, what am I doing? Like
They don't got that on Pinterest?
My hand is good enough. Yeah, they don't have a Pinterest page that you can pin for pocket
Pinterest
pussies.
pocket pussy?
Mine was a toy gun holster, and it had like these little slits in it, and you put your penis in there, but the plastic was so cheap and so fine.
Yeah, it'd be rigid. It'd cut.
Kind of cut your dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I remember having a conversation with some friends back in the day, and they were talking about, well, you dummy, you got to add lunch meat or something like that.
Lunch
yeah.
meat.
Yeah.
Come on, man, you got to put olive loaf in that thing.
Yeah, they're talking to me like as the biggest dumbass on the planet, like, dummy.
What
You don't add peppered salami.
You guys got the most like whacked out like pocket pussies I've ever heard of. Like the best way to make a pocket pussy is you take like washcloths or some sort of like larger hand towel and you saturate it in hot water and then you squirt the middle of it with lotion and then you just jerk off with it.
Oh my gosh, that's brilliant.
That's the best way to do it. You can't do it cardboard.
I feel so
Lunch
silly
meat?
now.
Cardboard,
Yeah.
plastic, and lunch meat.
This is such a funny comment in the chat room. Kim G goes, OMG, this makes me so uncomfortable seeing I have a 12-year-old son. Oh, yeah. No, this should make you feel uncomfortable.
You walk in and see all these kind of things he could be fucking. He's trying.
He's probably fucking them though.
She's going to walk around this room and go, oh, shit, he's fucking that.
He's fucking that.
This
He's
is
fucking
experimentation. He's like, yeah, he's trying to figure out what works and what doesn't.
Because that is about the age. 12 to 14,
absolutely.
without
So
a
that's a good
doubt.
little strategy. Okay. Yeah.
I think
Washcloth,
everybody
yeah.
has made their own pocket pussy.
A lot of people have, and finally someone's talking about it.
Smart. Sadly, I never got to that. Okay. I wasn't that smart of a kid. That's the problem. No, that's how you know. Virginia, for you, an inanimate object?
I mean, I think toys count, right?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you probably...
Produce?
I'm not a big toy person. I'm not a big produce person.
No zucchinis or anything like that?
I don't think so. I mean,
I
they're
say,
pretty intimidating.
Yeah, I see you more... May I ask this?
Delve in, please.
Are you more clitoral or are you more
Internal.
Yeah.
External,
I
internal.
feel like you're more clitoral.
How do you know?
I can tell.
Wow, the pussy whisperer over here. Yes, you are correct.
Okay, yeah. I don't see Mama getting down on no zucchini.
I don't need no big ass cucumber to get it
Yeah.
done. Yeah, no, that's not gonna be.
By the way, it's great news. I love to hear stories like that.
Are you more dick-turnal or ball-turnal? Guys don't got the multiple spots really.
No.
No.
It's so weird. Yeah, you're right. You could be internal or clitoral.
Some
Yeah.
people are both.
Yeah, for sure. Some people are internal. They just want to get plowed, I guess.
I'm kind of glad.
Some people do, yes.
I don't want to get plowed. I'm just kind of glad.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot of jostling.
Totally.
Do ladies say that when they're like hanging out with a girlfriend and be going, you know what, tonight I just want to get plowed?
I just want to get
Is that
stuffed.
like how girls talk? Does
I
that
think
happen?
some girls like it.
When they
They-
say plowed,
yeah.
I'm not like, I want to find a guy and get out. It's like, I want to get plowed.
It
Like,
depends on the circles you're
I want to
hanging
get
with.
roughed up.
And two, it depends on what you've been through. Like if you've been through a rough time and you're just sad and you're just angry, maybe you want to have it hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And like Denny said, I think some people are built to get plowed. They're like, oh my gosh, I just need to get plowed.
What about you, Denny's? Are you more clitoral or you like to get plowed?
I like to get a little plowed. I like to get jostled a little bit.
Knock me around some.
Do most men prefer jostling and have it be wild?
What? Just with...
Sex in general?
Yeah.
I think, again, it's going to depend on... I mean, I don't think Kevin's like that. I don't think...
Kevin's more clitoral.
Yeah, Kevin's more
Yes.
clitoral.
Yes, you rub my clit and look out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably more kinkier than Kevin and Denny's. They're probably not into the. I'm probably more plowed. They're probably more clitoral. I'm internal. They're clitoral.
Have some water, baby. Have some water. Oh, he's choking on his clitoris.
He is. Okay.
Oh, man.
Educational stuff there.
It was. Thank you, Virginia.
I got an email here from Grant in Royal Palm. Said, hey, I heard the whacked out news story. You guys were talking about the guy in Boynton Beach who was dressing up or trying to get his mom to dress up as mannequins.
Yeah, super creepy.
Yeah, and she wouldn't do it, and they got into a scuffle in the kitchen. He tried cramming dumplings in her mouth then.
Bizarre.
Yeah, that is definitely a whacked out story.
That's what brought us into the famous dumpling challenge of 2019.
You're right.
Mm-hmm. That we'll forget about tomorrow.
You may. That's probably one of my highlights of 2019.
Grant said, I bought a mannequin one night, a little too drunk, and I turned it into a beer bong. The funnel goes through the neck and the torso, and then it comes out the vagina.
What?
Yes, it's a girl, and I named her Savannah Squirts. She's a huge hit at concert tailgates and parties. Cops always come up to us just to record us and say how awesome they think it is. She travels very well, so if you guys ever want her to host an event with y'all, she's there. Okay, Savannah Squirts.
Oh, we got to get Savannah Squirts and Lana together.
Lana Squirts.
Oh, God. Yeah, barbecue sauce.
I love the show. I've been listening since second grade. I'm 25 now. My buddies and I will listen to you guys.
Aww.
Talk about the show all the time. We love it. 20 years. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Second grade.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Still a little bit more chat about the dirt. Speaking of squirts. Madison said, to start with, I was born in 1990, but I grew up listening to the hair punk hardcore metal of the 70s and 80s. And as a kid, Motley Crue was my favorite band. So when The Dirt came out 2001-ish, and I was old enough to read it, I did cover to cover 3 times. Most of the antics in the movie are pretty spot on with the book, including the Ozzy parts, according to the crew. Ozzy was so strung out on drugs, he doesn't even remember the pool incident you were talking about.
It is ridiculous, Virginia.
And he comes out in a dress because his wife, Sharon, decided to take away all his clothes to keep him from going out and buying more drugs. So he took her clothes.
Yeah, he comes out in the pool wearing a dress.
That's amazing.
Like I said, that's the most interesting story is Ozzy. I think Ozzy would be a lot better than the Cruz story.
Fascinating.
Because he's funny on top of him. If you remember his show that he had on MTV, he's hysterical on top of it.
He started him and Jessica Simpson started the whole reality show thing that I loved because the Osbournes and Happily Ever After, I think it was, those were like the first reality shows.
Yeah, I guess so.
I loved them.
Yeah.
The
Well,
Osbournes-
MTV started Real World way back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of did it. Yes, the acting is horrible, but the partying and the antics are rather accurate. I highly, highly recommend reading The Dirt. So there you go. Yeah, it's probably it. And I've heard that about the acting is it's not good. But, we'll see. Yeah, the reality show stuff. Boy, my daughter she was home at the house yesterday, and she was watching something. I think it was on MTV2. I don't know what it was. It was terrible. Oh, my gosh.
What was it about?
It was so bad. I can't even tell. I was just like, oh, my gosh. And I'm trying to do work and concentrate. Like, the shit that's bothering these kids, and I say kids because it's just, like, so stupid. It's like on some girl brought another girl to the they had a bonfire party going on. Like, I can't believe you're bringing her around. You know how heartfelt that is to me? Like, I just can't even. And then one guy was going to date a girl, and he had dated another girl, and they were friends. And, like, I can't even believe they're going out. Like, he's just doing this.
I know what show that is.
They were in an aquarium, and there was something about he wanted to buy a house in California. I don't know if is it, because I think my daughter said she likes Siesta Key.
Yeah, it's like a Siesta Key. It's like a Laguna Beach. They got a new one on the MTV.
So I don't know if that was it, but it was just, like everything that was bothering these people so much was so stupid.
You would hate.
It's terrible.
I've watched every episode, and I'm really not proud of it at all, but I do have it TiVo'd or DVR'd. Lindsay Lohan's Beach House. I watch it every single week.
It's so cringeworthy.
I haven't missed an episode, and it's a fucking hour long, too. So, I put the work in.
It was just so terrible.
It's not good, and I don't know why I keep watching it.
It isn't good.
It's not good. It's actually
not.
really bad.
It's a really, really bad show. And you can totally tell when you watch it. It's not her club. She don't own no beach club.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing with my life.
There's other servers that really work there that are actually working. Her team that she's put together, they don't really work there. They just work on the reality show.
But it's the same kind of shit, though. There's all this drama. I mean, I can't believe Brett is dating another girl. And they're there. They've only been there for a week. And they're talking like they're in a relationship.
Right.
I mean, he's really so hurtful. I mean, why would he do that? Because he's only known you for 72 hours.
Kim G said, yeah, I hate watch Siesta Key. I just can't help it. It was that bad.
I can see hate watching it. That's what I'm doing with the Lohan thing.
Yeah.
I hate watching it because I can't believe it.
Yeah.
But it's got me.
It's got you. Yeah, and Sarah was asking where the Dirt is. That's on Netflix. You can watch that. Hopefully I'll get through it. Yeah, I might try to maybe watch it today or something.
I think they're featuring it on Netflix. When you go to Netflix,
It's one of the
I think
top
it comes
ones.
right up. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they probably poured a lot of money into it, and especially if they're going to get sued for blowing off a guy's foot, they might want to make a little bit more money off of it.
I think what
Make
it
count.
was, they kind of look like they're wearing wigs. The actors, to me,
Barbie hair.
It doesn't look. It looks like they're dressing up as Motley Crue.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that's what they're doing, but it looks like they're doing that.
Yeah. Talking about TV and the fact we were talking about cloning and living forever. Renee said there's a series on Netflix called Altered Carbon to check out. So if you like that subject matter, you can jump on it. We were talking about scandals earlier on the show as well, the top 5 scandals in South Florida history. Pretty much I ranked mine out. The voting debacle of 2000 with Bush and Gore. Kennedy rape trial of Palm Beach in the 90s. Elian Gonzalez right around 2000. The Versace murder. Robert Kraft, the rub and tug was a big one.
We forgot to mention back in 1994 or 95, it might have been 94, in Belle Glade, 5 convicts escaped. And they were loose in South Florida, and it was a big story. I think most of them ended up getting killed when they.
Really?
Yeah, it was. I think one guy's name was Junco, another guy's name was Flietes. Google that. I'm not kidding.
Junco and Flietes?
Junco.
How do you remember this, but you can't remember where you were yesterday?
I don't know. It is weird. I was very much involved in that case. Yeah. Junco or Junco was one of the guys' names, but I think it ended in death.
Okay.
But it was
Junco's gone?
Yeah, and Flietes. But yeah, I believe they ended up going down to Miami. Mm-hmm. It was a very cool story.
Okay.
But I mean, 5 prisoners escaped in Palm Beach County.
That's Prison Break, baby. That was a big show on Fox.
I remember when that story was in the news. It was pretty fucking wild.
Yeah, I don't know. That one doesn't jump out at me.
You weren't here yet. It was in 94.
Yeah, but the Kennedy rape trial did. That's why, that was all over. Couldn't get away from that one. And Jessica said, scandals you didn't mention is the Florida Shuffle. Kenny Chapman?
What?
Anything?
What's that?
I don't know. That's just all she put. Like, that would ring a bell for somebody. Apparently it's not. So. Yeah.
I don't know. Kenny Chapman.
Okay.
Chapman.
Thought if anybody would know something random like that, it might be the bird.
Florida's billion-dollar drug treatment industry is plagued by... And then I'm blocked.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know if that would make the list, at least top 5. Work complaints. Got this email from Eric. He said, hey, I've been cussed out on the phone for not speaking Spanish by a customer that was speaking flawless English because Miami people are crazy. That's tough. Yeah, that's kind of a bad. I guess it goes both ways. For not speaking Spanish by customers speaking flawless English. Interesting. Yeah, and you'll have it the other way around. You'll have people that yell at people speaking Spanish, being, hey, it's America, can't speak it. Just crazy. I don't know how you win. I guess you got to be bilingual.
Yeah. I mean, you got to just stop caring what other people are doing, too. I mean, who cares? If someone grew up speaking Spanish and they live here now, but they still speak Spanish, what do you care?
I just try.
I don't care.
I just try not to. I try to sweat as least as possible because there's other stuff going on in your lives that you got to deal with.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's so many more important things to worry about than if somebody in the grocery store is speaking Spanish because they can't speak English. What the hell do I care?
Heard your Spanish today, Jaybird. Sounds like it's coming along.
Man, I know I butchered that. I will say, very difficult to hear a song in English in my ear and then trying to do it reading Spanish lyrics. It was impossible to do.
Challenging.
It was challenging.
It is challenging.
But I tell you what, man, I was going through Gloria Estefan's catalog. Holy shit. Some good stuff.
She had a good run.
She did. She had a really good run. I would say a good 10-year run.
Yeah, I would say
Like a
she was
solid
cranking from 83 to 92.
Yeah.
Pretty solidly. That's a good, 9-10-year run.
Where she was constantly on the radio and on the
Pretty
charts.
much.
Yeah, she was hot.
That's a Hall of Fame career, man.
And she is still a legend wherever she goes. Crowds form. Like, go be her in Miami. You can't do anything.
I mean, everyone has. I mean, you could argue if you have a good 8 to 9, 10-year run as a musician, that would be that. I mean, Nickelback. As much as you hate Nickelback, how many years were they on the air where they were legit producing top 40 hits and getting paid for that? Would you say 5? 5 years?
Yeah, probably about 5 years.
Still a good run, though.
Yeah.
2002 to about like 2007 or 8.
Whether you hate them or not, that's a solid run. I mean, Maroon 5, I don't think anyone loves Maroon 5 on the show, but you can't deny their run.
Had a good
right.
run. Black Eyed Peas.
Fuck. Sucks. Yeah. They had a
Good run.
They had a good run.
They're still running. Well,
No.
I think Fergie will still be running. And they're going to run
No.
without
She's
her.
trying.
They're going to run separately.
She's trying.
Here's the thing. They've both come out with new music recently. Fergie came out with a song with 2 other chicks where she's singing. It's terrible.
Brutal.
It's a brutal song.
She's been trying to make it for a minute
just
without the Peas.
awful. And the Peas came out with a new song, and they just slapped some random chick in there to sing the chorus. It's that song I played for you. That has a great bass riff.
Okay.
It's a solid tune. Like you know what? I don't feel as ashamed to listen to the Peas now that Fergie's not in it. Because I feel like Fergie's the one that kind of brought a little bit of the cheese to the Peas. And now that she's
it's
gone,
her fault? I don't think so.
I think the Peas are greater than Fergie.
Wow.
Yeah. I listen just on what they've got out right now. Go on your own. Listen to the new Fergie. Listen to the new Black Eyed Peas. You put them up against each other. It's not even close. The new Black Eyed Peas song is so much. In fact, the new Black Eyed Peas song honestly should be on the radio. It's really good.
I hear what you're saying, but then separately, go listen to Fergalicious.
But that's old.
Yeah, it's solid though. It's super. She don't need the Peas. Maybe she just needs to rebound a little.
So
she
corny,
does
though.
not need the Peas.
She's been trying. I know she had a very good solo run after the Peas. I know that, but she's been trying to go for it for a minute, Virginia.
Yeah,
and
right
Kevin's
now-
right. She's falling a bit. The Peas aren't crushing it either. I think they're. I'm not a
Peas,
fan.
yeah,
I'm the wrong guy to ask about either artist.
Unfortunately, I think the Peas are paying the price for the Fergie cheese because they're not getting the respect. Like I said, I think that new song's legit.
I mean, you're 2000 and late.
Yeah.
Every time I hear that, I get the warm feelings in my neck. It makes me so.
All the cringy
cringy.
moments from the Peas are because of Fergie.
Big Girls Don't Cry might be one of the best songs of our generation.
London Bridge.
I'm not.
Listen to London Bridge, Virginia.
I am a fan of London Bridge. I like my humps. I like all that.
No one say she didn't have a good little run.
Yeah,
I don't
she had
even
a good
know.
run.
I don't even know what I like. I hate both artists equally, so I don't give a shit.
You don't like Big Girls Don't Cry?
I do not like that song. Like a teddy bear in my. Or what did she say? She says something.
Yeah, people are saying Fergalicious is a terrible song, Virginia. Come on.
Fergalicious is a terrible song.
Yeah, you're right.
I guess we'll have to disagree.
Don't let the witch get in your head.
Yeah.
You know,
Fergalicious is awesome.
you know in your heart that London Bridges and Fergalicious sucks.
Terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible stuff. Talking about other complaints, somebody had texted earlier, said, I teach ballet. I killed a roach in the studio in front of my little students, and one mom asked me to apologize to her kid because she taught them that all life is precious.
Oh, no.
Jeez.
A roach?
Yep. Somebody else said, I used to work at the same country club as Jaybird, and somebody complained that the tomatoes in their salad were flavorless. Okay, I'll just pass that on to Mother Nature.
Oh, I wonder. Okay, I've worked at 3 golf courses. I wonder if it's the fancy one. It sounds like it's the fancy one. Oh man, these rich people, there's something.
My tomatoes are flavorless.
My tomatoes all red, sir. They're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. I got an email from David. Said, Kev Bird V, this is for Jaybird to avoid future NARD issues. Genital rejuvenation and reconstruction procedures we offer to males include buried penis correction, a surgical procedure to address a congenital condition where the penis is partially or totally hidden.
Buried penis.
I gotta look that up. That sounds.
Poor bastards.
Yeah, I like to bury my penis. Penile augmentation, a surgical implantation of fillers with the goal of increasing the size of the erect penis. And a scrotal lift, a surgical procedure to correct loose, elastic skin of the scrotum, pouch of skin that contains the testicles that naturally occurs with aging.
That's what you need, a scrotal lift, Bird.
I am okay with my nuts, first of all. And second of all, why did I Google image buried penis? Oh, my goodness. Oh, man.
There you go.
Is it rough?
Yeah. Well, I think it's kind of like it's all sack and then just a little button. It's almost like a button for your nuts because there's no peen there.
Button nuts.
All berries, no twig.
It's all berries.
That's tough.
Yeah, but it's not only all berries; it's all enlarged berries. So it's literally all balls. And,
what a curse! So
Yeah.
your balls are extra big and your dick's extra small.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's what I believe. That's what buried penis is, according to the. You want to check?
How are you supposed to be happy if you got that? You have to go get it fixed, right?
Well, I don't know. To me,
I don't know if everybody. I mean, you got to write a big check to get that kind of stuff. I mean, a lot of people, unfortunately.
you're right. And
I mean, I would save every penny, and they have financing. You can buy a plastic surgery credit card.
yeah, that's what it is. The penis is buried into the skin, like you can see it. If you look at it in a mirror, it would look like it's in your belly, like inside your nuts.
Oh my
That's
god!
tough. That's
Yeah,
just,
buried penis.
That's a tough way to start it all
Oh,
out. Huh?
I got a history clear this.
Wow. Okay. And a quick little shout out here from Terry. Said, I know it's not Call 'em Out Monday, but I wanted to thank a stranger. My coworkers and I, law enforcement officers, were out to lunch Tuesday afternoon in Lake Park, and a customer in the restaurant, unbeknownst to us, paid for our lunch.
Aww.
And I wanted to thank this person. It truly means a lot that someone did this for us. Much appreciation for the kind stranger. That is nice.
Sweet.
Good stuff. Love to hear those kind of
Throwing
things.
just love in the air.
Yeah.
Kindness.
It's good. Throw love out.
That was
Love
a
will
good,
come back to you.
That was a good balance from buried penis.
Yes. Well, we got to have a little bit of
You
everything.
can't end on buried penis.
Agreed.
Yes, you're right. All right, y'all. That's it for Wednesday. Boy, can you believe we're cruising through the week here?
I can't. It's joke jury tomorrow.
That's right.
Yeah, there you go. So Thursday, we'll be back tomorrow here on the KVJ Show. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.